So I'm gonna do a sun salutation, and I'm inviting you to practice along with me. And then I figured what I really want to do more is explain what I learned about, these yoga poses and the benefits. I try to incorporate that in the videos, and that's why they're long. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about the sun salutations. Not too much, just like a few things to keep in mind while you're doing these salutations. Because yes, they're beneficial for your mind, they're warming up the body and preparing it for the rest of the sequence. But there's more to it in connection with what you can be thinking of, and helping you to feel what you're doing, right? So when we're connecting, we're feeling, we're connecting the mind, the body, and the spirit, and we're feeling. So it's just moving with intention. So, and these are my thoughts, right? This is what I believe. You believe what you believe. I'm not telling you to believe a certain thing. I'm just explaining to you what I learned, and I'm sharing it. So, a sun salutation, I have my notes here, is a moving meditation, right? So when we are doing this movement, connecting with our breath, that's what we're doing, right? We're purposely connecting the movement with our breath, and that helps us to be more in this present moment, because that's what we're focusing on. And being in this present moment, doing this movement, is helping us to be in a more relaxed state, right? You're being relaxed. You're not thinking about other stuff that's going on, because you're focused on connecting your mind with your body. So another thing is, showing gratitude and honoring the sun. So meanwhile, yes, we could do our sun salutations as we warm up at any time of the day. We could do that, or we could use it as an energizing, movement break. But we're also honoring the sun, and we're acknowledging its role in sustaining life, and connecting us with universal life force. So it's just a reminder of even doing this, of being more connected to what you're doing in this moment, with creating a deeper feeling and knowing, a certainty of what you're doing, certainty in your actions. This, it helps you to build a deeper connection with yourself and the universe, with nature, and the natural rhythms of the world, and it allows you to become that balance and that harmony, which is the beauty of everything as it's unfolded. So, okay. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of like explain that. I hope you can hear me. And I did mention before, like, this is something that I have started doing every morning when I woke up. Like, before, having my warm beverage, I would meditate, and I would start my day with sun salutations. Even if I just felt like I could just do one, it was just the feeling and the connection and the state that it allowed me to be in as I begin my day, like setting the tone for the day. So yeah, so while we're doing this, let's start our day like this. Let's start our day with the sun's positive energy. And I'm trying to read my slappy handwriting. This is just me. No perfection. I'm just sharing. But yeah, starting the day with the sun's positive energy and remembering what the sun is, right? This is it's beautiful. It is symbolizing life, energy, right? Vitality, inner strength, a source of creation, renewal. So the sun is all these things, it represents all these things, it symbolizes all these things. And why not honor the sun, right? Just like we should be honoring ourselves, our true being, right? By taking this time and taking care of ourselves and nourishing ourselves, our body, our mind, our spirit. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that. I'm going to have my notes here, and I would love to try to remind us what each pose is, so that while we're doing it, it's more of that intentional doing, that intentional practice. So I'm going to sit here and let's just take a few breaths together. Just breathe normally. Be seated as you wish, or you can come up to mountain pose if you wish, but just take a few breaths first. Let's just really, right, because I just said a lot. So let's just take a few breaths. And prepare our body for this beautiful, mindful movement. This beautiful honoring of life force. And becoming one with it. We are in connection. Let's surrender and allow. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, let's come to our mountain pose here. And you know what? I feel like I want to adjust my mat a little bit. I'm so sorry. I'm going to adjust it a little bit, hoping you'll be able to still see me well. Wow, I should have done this before. Alright. I think that should be fine. This is what it is. Okay. Alright, yes. Right? Okay. Coming back. So, we're standing in mountain pose with our palms face forward. Reminding ourselves that we are here, grounded, right? So, I always like to kind of come back and forth here. Let's get into our grounding. Make sure that our feet are nice, firm. Whole foot. Spread those toes. Are all grounded into the surface. It needs to be soft, nice, relaxed body. Shoulders away from the ears. Standing up nice and tall. Chest is out. Those palms are facing forward. Close your eyes here if you wish, or keep them open. Nice deep breath. And now grounding pose. Exhale. Now let's take a nice deep breath, bringing our arms up. And here, as we're inhaling, we are thinking about expanding. So, nice deep breath. We'll take a few breaths in each pose. Think about expanding here. And as you exhale, you're going to fold forward. Remembering you can use your blocks if you'd like to have something to come to. Right? Or your fingertips could be on the floor. Maybe you're using a chair today. And in your forward fold, we are thinking about surrendering. So let's fold here and let's just breathe. Breathe intentionally into the forward fold while we're surrendering. Remember, with your forward fold, every exhale, you try to come in a little bit closer to your legs. You can have your knees bent here. We're coming for a halfway lift here. Your hands could be at your shins and your thighs. You're looking forward and you're coming again to that fold. Placing the palms on the mat, you can step or jump your feet back into your plank here. And your plank, let's think about stability. So have your palms nice, deep on rooted. Sorry. Planted into the mat. I want to say like so many words at the same time. And your fingertips as well. And spread your fingers and look forward and just here you're nice and stable. You're strong. Activate those legs. Leave in that plank. If you need to, you can bring your knees down to the mat. And the next exhale, we're going to begin to lower. So if you'd like, you can bring your knees to the mat and then begin to bend your elbows and lower yourself to the mat and flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale. You can come to your baby cobra, or you can come to your cobra where your elbows are still softly bent here, or you can come to your upward dog. Okay, I'm going to stay in cobra. And here we're visualizing and feeling, because I want to be clear, you're feeling energy, vitality. So here you're bending, right, and you're looking forward, and you're breathing energy and vitality, right? You are here. Exhale, coming down to tuck the toes, pressing yourself up and coming into your downward dog. So in our downward dog, we're thinking about rejuvenation, renewing. Okay, you can also reflect here. Let's press into the mat. Knees could be bent here. You want the back to be flat, shoulders away from the ears, and your heels are aiming towards the mat, but you don't have to touch the mat. Bring those hips up. And here the head just falls right into like this inversion. You are renewing, rejuvenating. And from here, we're going to lift that left leg up and bring it in between the palms and just get there comfortably. Okay, and we're going to come into this lunge. It can be a nice low lunge here, remembering that we can use our blocks here. We can bring our knee to the mat if that feels better. I think I'm going to stay here and using my blocks. Lifting my chest forward, nice upright upper body, leaning forward into this lunge, and we're thinking about dedication, devotion. So here we are feeling these things. really connecting with the breath, the movement, and the feeling. So you're using these poses to feel energized, to feel light, to feel you're here. So let's make the best out of life. Let's start our day in this way, dedicating time to this beautiful feeling, that we're creating within, so that the outer world can reflect what is happening on the inside. Okay, so from here, I'm going to come back, placing my palms on the mat, lifting my knee, and bring the left leg back and in my plank. And from there, I'm not going to do the whole coming down and coming back up. I'm going to lift my right leg, bring it in between, and come to my lunge on this side. My back knee is on the mat. And again, just really feeling that when you're done with these salutations, you're in the process of renewing yourself for this day. Getting the energy flowing in your body. Reminding yourself of the amazing being that you are. Okay, from here, I'm going to bring my left foot forward to meet the other. I'm feeling fold and inhaling all the way up, hands meeting at heart center, and back to mountain pose. So I went more than 15 minutes, but I didn't want to do, but that's okay. So now we're just gonna do a quicker one. I want to do a total of 3. So let's go back to mountain pose and start there. So mountain pose, nice deep breath, feeling grounded. Certainty. Inhale, expanding that certainty, that beautiful feeling. Fold forward as you exhale, surrendering. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, step into plank, feeling strong here. Exhale, knees to the mat, bring yourself to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Energy, vitality. Exhale, come into downward dog. Here we are, renewing. Inhale, bring the left foot in between the palms. Come up for your high lunge, or you can go back to your low lunge. Honoring. Bring the palms to the mat. Bring that leg back. Downward dog. Lift the left leg. Come up. High lunge or low lunge. Moving my arms up besides my ears. Back down to the mat. And knees and body lowered to the mat. Stay here for a second or 2 or 10. Placing my forehead to the mat. And just really being grateful right now in this moment, this unplanned movement. But it's what I feel like doing, and I am practicing authentically, intuitively. Tucking the toes, coming to downward dog. Bending the knees and stepping up to mountain pose. Let's do one more together. Inhale, lift the arms, small back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, halfway up. Exhale, placing the palms on the mat, jumping or stepping your way back into plank, firm here. On your next exhale, coming down to the mat, inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes and come into downward dog. Next inhale, lift the left leg up. Bring it in between the palms. And come into your lunge. This time, let's come into a warrior one. Come into your warrior one, widening your foot stance. Remember, those back toes are at a diagonal. Maybe a small bend here or looking up. Exhale, bringing the palms back to the mat, stepping back into plank. Sorry, my AirPod. Are next exhale, come down to the mat. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, bring it in between the palms, and step into your lunge. Arms up beside your ears. Let's adjust ourselves to that warrior one. Back foot is at a diagonal, making sure that our hips are forward. Bend back if you want, lift up if you want. Breathe deeply. Exhale, make your way back down to the mat, stepping that right foot behind you so you're in plank. Exhale, lower the knees and yourself to the mat. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. rejuvenating, really breathing here, like really intentionally. Feeling the state of renewing yourself. Just because you're here honoring this energy and coming into connection. Inhale, bend the legs and step. As you exhale to the top of the mat, and we're in forward fold right now. Take a few breaths in forward fold. On each exhale, see if you can pull yourself closer to your legs. Surrender. Remember, we are in surrendering, letting go. Just letting go. And really focus on being. Just being your authentic self. Trusting that everything unfolds for our highest good. Feeling those thoughts and being in the state of that energy, that vibration. Aligning yourself with that. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly roll yourself all the way up, hands up, they meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. In gratitude, in love, in peace, and in joy. Palms forward. Getting very sweaty everywhere. That's all that I have for you in this moment. Just wanted to share my practice, share my thoughts, and here you can come into your own yoga sequence or come into your own meditation. So we just did a moving one. Have a beautiful, 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 blessed day. May everything go your way, but for your highest good. Your highest good and that of others. The light in me sees the light in you. And thank you. Thank you, universal energies. Thank you, life force. Thank you to all those that came before us and taught us these beautiful practices to help us align with our inner self and to align with better frequency, better vibrations.